Good afternoon, students. I hope you are doing well today. I hope you've had a great beginning of your week. Well, we are in week 5 now of exploring the New Testament. So you have made it through the halfway point of the class. So I do hope that you are enjoying what you have been learning as we have been going through and studying through the New Testament together. Well, your week 5 assignments went live Monday morning, so those are now available for you. This week is going to be the same as it has been in your previous weeks. So you're going to have your unit quiz, your discussion, your reflection, and your essay paper. So same 4 assignments that have been due the previous weeks will also be due this week. Same schedule. So your discussion will be due Wednesday evening by 11:59. 2 responses to your classmates need to be submitted by Friday evening, by 11:59, and then your unit quiz, your reflection, and your essay will all need to be done Sunday evening, again by 11:59. And again, if you have any questions at all about your assignments for this week, please do reach out to me with those questions. Your week 3 assignments have been graded and returned to you with feedback. I really encourage you to make sure that as you're looking over your scores, that you look at the initial feedback section, which typically, once you go into your scores, you're going to see, or your grades, you're going to see an initial kind of comment that I've made for you in regards to feedback. And then if there's specific things that you need to look at within those specific sections in the scoring rubric, you're going to have to go into the rubric, into those specific sections to be able to see feedback that I have left for you. As I've mentioned to you previously in other videos, that I try to put as much feedback as I can so that you can see areas that you're doing well on your assignments, but then also areas that you can also improve. So just really wanted to make sure that I highlight that so that you are looking over the feedback, so you're not missing any points that you could easily go back and correct on a future assignment. So again, if you have any questions at all about your assignments or about the feedback on your assignments, please let me know, and I will be beginning to work on week 4 as quickly as I can and get those graded to you and get those returned to you with feedback as well. So turning to this week's assignments, week 5, I know some of you, I think, have already got into some of those assignments and turned some of those in. But just looking through your reading for this week, so your assigned reading, you got 4 different introductions. Looks like you're going to be reading this week on the book of Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, and the book of Galatians. And then you're going to be reading an article called Reading the Epistles, and then an article on the church. And so the article on the church is going to be where your reflection is going to be coming from this week. So you want to make sure that you're reading over all of the assigned reading, and then also, of course, your assigned reading will also be consistent of your unit quiz as well. So just make sure that you are reading over all of the assigned reading available for you. And then, of course, you're going to see your scripture reading for this week is going to be coming from the book of Romans, 1st and 1st Corinthians, and then also the book of Galatians. And as I've mentioned before in the past, when you're reading through the assigned scripture reading, read those footnotes as well. The footnotes will provide you some important information to help you have a better understanding of the verses that you're reading, and then just the overall context of the passage. Specifically with the book of Galatians this week, because that is going to be where your essay is coming from. When you get into your essay this week, you're going to be answering 4 specific questions that are focused around the book of Galatians. So reading those assigned scripture reading verses this week and reading over those footnotes will help you as you are answering those questions. There's also a video lecture that is available for you on literary content. So that's going to be the focus of your course material this week. And again, if you have questions about that, please do send me a message there so that I can answer those questions with you or for you. Now, as you're getting into the main content for this week, your discussion actually is going to be coming from a section that deals with biblical ethics. And so you're actually going to be choosing one of the articles. So as you get into that section this week, you're going to be choosing an article, and you're going to be writing about what the Bible specifically says about that specific topic that you're choosing. And then there's kind of three different questions you're going to be writing about or discussing from that article. So you're going to be summarizing what you learned. You're going to be discussing any current issues in regards to how that's being addressed in the media. And then you're going to provide your thoughts, challenges, questions from that specific article that you are reading that is focusing on biblical ethics. And so that's going to be your discussion for this week. And again, that's going to be due Wednesday evening by 11:59. And then 2 follow-up responses to your classmates, again, need to be submitted by Friday evening by 11:59. So please make sure that you are getting those assignments submitted in on time so that you're not having points deducted for being late. Now, for your reflection this week, as I mentioned earlier, your reflection is going to be coming from the article that's been assigned to you on the church. So you're going to be reading that article, and then you are going to be answering those questions about that article in 2 separate paragraphs. Again, making sure that you're fulfilling all the requirements that you need to for your assignment as well. So making sure that your word requirement is met, that your reflection is at least 200 words, that you are submitting it either as a Word document or as a PDF, that you are double spacing, and that you are properly citing your sources. So please make sure that you are following all the instructions that are in your assignment. So again, so you're not losing any points for not providing one of those requirements. And then lastly, your essay for this week, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be coming from the book of Galatians. So you're going to be answering those 4 questions, basically, 1 paragraph per question. So total of at least 400 words, again, meeting that word requirement. And then again, making sure that you are fulfilling all those requirements when you're submitting your essay, that again, you have a proper heading that has all the information you needed for the assignment, and that you are answering your questions thoroughly, and then that you are submitting it properly, either as a PDF or as a Word document, double spacing, and then also including your source at the end of your paper as well. Again, just reason I wanted to go over this is just making sure that you're not losing any points on your assignments, just basically for not fulfilling one of those requirements listed. So again, if you have questions at all about anything that's related to your assignments for this week or feedback, please do reach out to me with those questions. If I need to get another communication to you, I will either post another video or I'll use the course message center as well to be able to get another communication to you. With that, I do hope each of you have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week, and do look forward to connecting with all of you again soon.